Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you to all 5 of you who responded. On behalf of our students, staff, and administrative team at LRSD, I'd like to thank you for joining us today for a very special and timely announcement. We're happy to have here with us today a few principals and staff who know firsthand about the needs of our families, and they are here in a united front to appeal to the community. This morning, I'm joined by Laquita Grayson, our Coordinator of Counseling Services, Stacy Brashears, AP at Wakefield Elementary School, Shannon Smith, Principal at Western Hills, Ann Freeman, Coordinator at Rockefeller Early Childhood Center, Mr. David Bernard, Assistant Principal at Cloverdale Middle School, and Donna Hall, who you will hear from later, Coordinator at Chico Early Childhood Center. We want to capitalize on the continued momentum to support our students and families that began several years ago as a food drive for community pantries. While our approach may be a little different this year, the focus on children remains the same. Our mission will be to provide additional support for LRSC students who may be experiencing food insecurity. Accordingly, LRSD will host a district-wide food-raising drive for school pantries. We know that our community is generous and always seeks ways to uplift our school families. That is why we decided to invest back into the pantries that have the most immediate impact on our students and families. Today, I'm excited to announce the Stock the Rock the Right Way School Pantry Drive to collect non-perishable food items, food that can be cooked without using a stove, as well as personal hygiene and household items. We have surveyed schools, and many principals expressed their desire to establish or restock a pantry at their campuses to better meet the needs of students and families. Today's goal is to begin notifying our community over the next 2 weeks about our needs and ask them to do a drive-through drop-off during a 1-hour window on March the 15th. Because spring break will be the following week, this timely effort puts food and items in the hands of families directly connected to our schools at a time when students will be away from campus and won't be receiving the benefit of breakfast and lunch programs. We'll tell you more about how the public can help in a moment, but first, we want you to hear from a school leader about how the Stock the Rock the Right Way would benefit her school community. Please welcome Ms. Donna Hall, Coordinator at Chico Early Childhood Center.
Good morning, and thank you, Superintendent Wright. It's my pleasure to be here with all of you this morning, and as it has been stated, I am Donna Hall, and I am the coordinator, principal of Chico Early Childhood Center, and very, very proud to be there, mind you. I made a few notes about how this program is going to really benefit not only Chico Early Childhood Center and Chico Elementary, but for all of our schools. First of all, I thank Dr. Wright for this vision that he came up with to stock the rock the right way. Kind of like a tongue twister, but I like it. First of all, as building leader, I get to know all of my students and my parents on a personal level. I get to know them from day one in August, follow them all the way throughout the year, and taking care of their needs. We have many, many, many young families, and when I say young, I'm speaking about single moms or even some single dads. We even have some grandmothers and grandfathers raising their 3- and 4-year-olds, their grandbabies. And they have needs. They may not always come and tell us or get our ear for us to hear what their needs are because they really, really don't want us to know. So therefore, with this Stock the Rock the Right Way, Dr. Wright's vision, I can truly tell you, and I made notes, but I'm going to just put that down because I'm speaking from my heart, because I live in it, I work in it, and I'm part of it. I want to thank, first of all, the community for selecting Chico Elementary and Chico Early Childhood Center as one of the community schools, because we get a lot of neat things that's donated and given to us from our community. And we are grateful. I want you to know that. I'm speaking from the parents, my staff, myself, and other administrators in the area. But this is a long time coming, and we need it in our schools. And like I said, a lot of our parents may not even get our listening ear to tell us what they need. And we see the struggles. I see it a lot of times in their faces. And I don't go in, I don't ask or whisper, whatever. Sometimes I may say, can I help you? Is there anything I can do to help? And sometimes they will say yes, sometimes they say, oh, Miss Hall, I'm okay. But it is very much needed in our communities. We want to reach every child, and we want to meet the needs of every child. And I want you all to know, and I thank our superintendent for this vision, and I want to thank my fellow colleagues behind me because it's very much needed. I'm a long-winded talker, so I'm going to put a period here and let you all know I appreciate this. I want to thank the community, I want to thank the parents, and most of all, I want to thank our superintendent for this vision. And we need this in our schools. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hall. So here's what we're asking the public to do. We want you to visit our website at www.lrsd.org to see which items schools are requesting. You can also see some of those items on the screen, and if you're here with us, displayed on the table. Then on Wednesday, March 15th at noon, drive through and drop off the requested items at any LRSD school that requested them. This is a 1-hour opportunity that you can do over your lunchtime. Schools will have designated staff to receive the items, and you don't even have to get out of your car. Schools will then be able to distribute food and other items to families just in time for spring break. Again, the Stock the Rock the Right Way publicity campaign begins today with a request to drop off items at LRC schools at noon on Wednesday, March the 15th. LRC schools that do not have pantries may collect donations on behalf of their nearest neighboring LRC school. So essentially, every school in the district may collect donations on the 15th. If the donation is not needed at the immediate campus, it will definitely be put to good use at a school elsewhere in the district. As we continue to reimagine LRSD, we maintain our commitment to educating the whole child in an equitable manner. That often means helping our most vulnerable population have what they need to achieve success. Thank you again to the media for coming out today. The information about the Stock the Rock campaign is posted on the lrsd.org website and will be shared with all families throughout all of our mediums. We'll take questions if you have them. Hopefully not.
You guys noted that there's been an uptick in students and families that are food insecure. I was wondering if you could talk specific numbers, like how many students are food insecure?
I don't know that we have specific numbers, but I'm sure several of our school leaders can attest to some of the increased needs or things that they experience at their schools. And so I will love to invite any one of them to kind of share what they're experiencing and seeing on their campus.
Well, I can speak for Chico because and I don't want to just take over, but I can speak for Chico because I live it every day and I'm part of it and I'm proud to be there. But we have great numbers. But what the community has done, and by our school being a community school, we are very fortunate. We get just about every request made for parents that need it. And I'm going to say parents and even some staff, believe it or not. So by us being a community school, we get those things needed, but we need more. And I don't mean to be greedy, but we do need more. And I'm speaking not only for Chico, but for all these schools. So we have large numbers. I can't give you the data, but if you want to stop by there anytime, you're welcome to come by and see me or Mrs. Curry. We have the numbers, but it is great. Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, well, thank everyone for coming out and get the word out, spread the word, and let's stock the rock the right way. Sure, yeah.